publication, the various articles. And this is a very unique activity what we have done in collaboration to find out the emotional aspects about life during the lockdown. Yeah.
Yes, and Aarti ma'am.
Yeah, hi. I'm Aarti Bharj. I'm a life transformation coach and NLP practitioner, neuro linguistic programming. And I've done my master's in clinical psychology, and I practice as an adolescent coach and a relationship counselor. And during the lockdown and the pandemic times, I have come across a lot of cases about stress and anxiety and what people have gone through. And actually, that is how the book journey has started for us.
So thank you very much. It's very nice to know about both of you, and it's really an honor for us. So now tell me about Emozeal and what exactly Emozeal is. And our
Yeah.
viewers must be very eager to know more about this book.
I think throughout our 24 hours, if you see in a daily routine, there are so many emotions, ups and downs goes on. Like early in the morning, we interact with our family members. Then we go into the office scenario, working scenario. We meet a lot of friends there, office colleague, peers. There is the influence of our friends as well as the influence of the members from different society. And all these emotional ups and downs are continuously, and we are going through these emotions on a daily routine. But when really the lockdown came into picture, it's home, office, personal space, everything got locked down. So it's like we call it as a not physical lockdown, but we call it as an emotional lockdown. And that emotional lockdown basically changed the overall perspective in the life of the people. And we came across so many people where this emotional strangulation created a problem in their life, and they struggled. They really struggled. So these stories. Around 11 stories are there of real people who are trying to maneuver their way through this pandemic, and each story actually depicts the real life emotional issues and beautiful coping mechanisms. And I think a lot of people came out into positivity, and I think these stories can inspire millions of people across the globe. These are all actually live people we came across. That is the most important point.
Thank you very much for sharing an insight. And now, Aarti ma'am, I would like to know that this Emozeal is so beautiful. You know, I love the name. So, what exactly was the reason? Why have you selected this name, the Emozeal? Will you please just elaborate on the name?
Yeah, sure. I would love to do that. And as Dr. Mahesh has said, this is about the live stories, the about what people have gone through during this pandemic. It is all about human emotions. And when we talk about human emotion, they rise in all sizes and colors. And in this book also, you will find lots of different types of emotions. Like there is love and despair, there is anxiety and serenity, and there are people trying to cope up. At times they give up, they cry, but after all they come out of the situation and they rise above the situation. So ultimately they come out with a zeal. So that therefore we thought that we should combine these two aspects about emotions and zeal. So that's how it is Emozeal. And it's the saga of the emotional lockdown, but it's not about the lockdown, it's coming out of the lockdown.
And we have given one beautiful slogan for that. That is break, bake, and awake. So what has happened to people during this time is that a lot of people they were broken down, but during this process they learned the habit of making or coping themselves to a situation. And whenever there is a problematic situation in life, there is a small ray comes, and that ray is a beginning of awakening, right? So the third dimension which is there for many of these stories is like awakening. So the break, make, and awake is the theme for this particular whole book.
Yes, I think that this is the need of the hour during lockdown. You know, the almost like I was finding everyone breaking down emotionally, financially, socially, and this book really gives them a hope, a ray of hope. So, Aarti ma'am, will you please just tell me that writing a book, you know, sometimes it is said that it is quite energizing, but since this book deals mostly with the emotions, So do you think that this writing this book was exhausting for you, or it was energizing for you?
Yeah, that I would say it's a very interesting, very good question, Dr. Halima. Thanks for that. So I would like to tell you about the journey, how actually we have gone through writing this book, and that will answer your question actually. So we were seeing lot of different emotions and lot of stress and anxiety and lot of negativity coming throughout the news also. People were continuously having the bombardment of negative news through social media, and we thought that there is a need where we have to give a very positive message that yes, people have suffered, as you rightly mentioned. People have suffered, and that's what our characters in the stories also depict, that how there has been a breakdown at various levels. Let it be relationships, let it be careers. So we have stories around that, and ultimately how they have managed to have their way. So therefore it was gathering the whole thing was exhausting at times, but ultimately it was energizing. It was energizing for us because we are giving a very positive message, and actually people have done it. People have stepped up. People have overcome their anxieties. Lot of people have developed the feelings of the community. So therefore in totality I would say it was a very positive experience.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Mahesh ji, normally during lockdown, our routine was entirely different than the normal days. When you thought of writing this book, so please just let us know that how many hours usually you used to spend for this work, for this purpose.
Yeah, actually, it's an interesting point on the social forum. Actually, one social forum myself and Aarti met regarding some NGO activity, and at that time it was the first meet. But when we decided to have some program related to stress counseling during this particular lockdown. And during that particular process, the thought came that let us come out with the book. So it was, and after that, if you see in the next 6 months, we never met in physical at all, because we have to also basically adapt to the new normal, that is a digital. Right? So a digital platform was the best platform, right? Sharing the thoughts, then sharing the ideas, then each story to be taken into a small pieces, then creating some small important elements in that, and giving a social message. So there was exchange, I think, at least once in a week, and daily we are contributing half an hour in writing, both of us, and then gathering one story. After creating 3 4 stories, we came back to know, okay, this story also requires some different thought process. So likewise we evolved. I think it was just 6 months. Within 6 months, if you see, it has come into the picture. We started around May or June, I think early June, and by December we really came out with it. So I think this is a good utilization of the time. We spend a lot of time in the daily routine for traveling. I also go across India to give talks and for doctors, a lot of medical topics. So those are 8 or 10 days are saved. Travel time is saved. So a beautiful utilization of the time which was available during the lockdown, and that really helped us in energizing ourselves also.
Yes, very inspiring story. Aarti madam, during lockdown, everybody was thinking about themselves, that how I can survive during this pandemic. And there was financial crunches, there were like social isolations, the people were under stress. So during this time, it's really very surprising to know that a person is writing a book, and that too the feelings and the emotions and the experiences of other people, how do they feel, you are capturing and into a form of a story. So it's really very surprising for a person. For that a person required lots of like a strong head and a strong heart. Both the things have to be quite strong. Mental strength is required. So from where you got that mental strength?
I would say that from the situation itself we have derived it. And actually, as a relationship counselor, I came across a lot of cases where people were finding it so difficult, because first few months, when people were locked into their homes, everything was very beautiful, and family bonds were rediscovered, and everybody was kind of enjoying, trying to enjoy, I would say. But as it kept on increasing, actually then the issues started cropping up a lot. And there was strain on the relationships, because there were no maids available, and you were working from home, you're forced to work from home, as well as you were working at home. So there was a double pressure. And some of our stories, like Mandar and Meena's story, it says a lot about these kind of struggles which people have gone through. And some other cases where we have seen that just the person had cough and cold, and she felt like she's having the COVID attack, and she went into the panic. So looking at these cases, I felt it very strongly that we have to write about it, and we have to bring this thing into the light, that yes, there is hope, there is a pressing situation, but still there is that silver lining in the cloud, and there is a way out.
Yes.
And that's what some of our characters says, that yes, as Ashmit, one of our character who has lost his job, but he says that there is a wrath of destiny, but the more is there to come, and I'm going to give it back at some day. My day is going to come. He never gives up.
Yes, Dr. Mahesh, Mrs. Aarti
Yeah,
is speaking all about positivity and all about like enjoying writing. So all like goody things. But I'm sure, because I am also a writer, but I write in like Urdu stories. I write afsana, that is called. So I know that when a
Um,
writer depicts any character of the society, the writer himself lives his life, and how like painful it is sometimes to feel the pain of the other person and then put it into the words. Can you please highlight your challenges while writing this type of stories?
yeah, I think absolutely right, because the challenges sometimes there is loss of job, for example, right? Being a medical consultant, I have seen so many patients throughout my career now, last 20 years. The patient's pain which is felt, and how the quality of life gets affected of the patient, right? If somebody dies in the family, if somebody dies because of the COVID, then there is a lot of pain in the family as well as in the surrounding. And the society also, the now he starts smelling the neighbor also, that if the neighbor is affected, then not interact with the neighbor. So these small emotions basically, once we see, then we also start feeling. Even there is a fear in the mind of my family also, right? Being a doctor also, going out was prohibited, right? So sometimes there is a pressure from the inside. So, and once we see that our people are losing job, digital acclimatization. I am from a very small town where I graduated up to around 10, 12. So there actually the schools were not opening because they don't have a digital facility. So they have to pick up the notes, and they have to do the Xerox of the notes and to distribute to the students. And on the Xerox and some telephonic conversation, they have to interact. So that digital revolution is okay at the metros, but what is happening at the suburban areas and rural areas, right? So the pain is of devastating. So the challenges which are there when you see one particular character, really what is going inside the mind of that character, in the subconscious mind, right? So sometimes we have to think that if I lose the job, what will be my feeling, right? We
Yes.
have taken up one example of e-bus party where the four people are doing a party on the e-platform, and suddenly the John basically he starts totally out of emotions. And then as a third person, if we realize if I'm into that situation, what will happen? Okay, so bringing in into a character, a doctor, which is basically challenged that he's a retired, and the invitation comes that you join the duty because the nation needs you. So going into the shoes of that particular doctor and thinking that my family is not allowing me because I am a senior citizen, and still I am going to the ICU and managing the patient with the great PPE kit, where the it is a very, very problematic situation for 8 hours PPE kit. So physically also it is tiring at that particular age. So one character which is there, right? Losing a job, nobody is in the hostel. The Soumya, basically, everybody leaves from the hostel. She is alone, and she has a passion for NGO. What to do, she is not realizing. And then she goes into the village and does some beautiful social work. That is a positivity there. But a lot of challenges when you look at the character, going into the that particular character, looking at how much deep the emotions are going, and what can happen to these emotions, right? So it's very, very difficult, right? Because there are 11 characters, and in each and every character has got so many emotional ups and downs. So it's very difficult, and
Yeah, that
sometimes
is
we feel,
true.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes, I was
Yeah, and
I
it,
was
it
going through the first story, and then I was feeling like I can correlate many characters in my surroundings, even among my relatives, that I can very easily say that okay, yes, this character is John. You know,
yeah,
these type of characters we can very easily say that is not the story of a particular person, but it's the story of like uh, a few people in the society. They all were going through the same emotions. So,
yes,
Aarti madam, you see, Dr. Mahesh is a physical doctor and you are a counselor. Dr. Mahesh has got enough appreciation during this lockdown, isn't it? He was considered as the author, he was considered as the savior, he was considered as, I don't know which all names were given to the doctors, and that's very good because they have done a great job during this pandemic. But I think equally the counselors who are dealing with the emotional health of a person, social health of a person, also requires the same appreciation, because a person, not only a person is a body, a person has soul also, a person has emotions also. So Aarti, do you think at times that Dr. Mahesh was given more exposure and more appreciation and more acknowledgement than Mrs. Uh, than you as counselor?
I would say that this is the first time the world is recognizing that both physical health and mental health have come into the parity, because our health is not just the physical health. And as you rightly mentioned, healthcare workers and doctors and nurses, they have done a great job. Means they have not cared about their family and their own health, and they have been there in the ppe kit serving others. But at the same time, on the emotional level, on the mental level, there are so many counselors, so many consultants, so many people in the coaching industry who were there. Like at points, there were days where at nights also we were getting calls, because there was a mental breakdown. Like some of our stories are there where people are having total mental breakdown and they don't know what to do. So this is the time I think people have started realizing the importance of having somebody there to hear. And a lot of times people do not want a resolution to the issues, they just want someone to hear about their problems, and that itself resolves half of the problems. And that is the job of the counselor or the coach, to listen to them and to take them through the process. So I think slowly people have started realizing that I would say it's a positive aspect of this whole pandemic.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, you are. I agree with you that now people have started realizing physical and emotional and mental and spiritual, all the health is equally important. So, Dr. Mahesh ji, you know what is in the book? I know that everything is your favorite because you both of you are the parents of this book. You know, this is your baby. So nobody can say that my baby has some default or some problems or this thing I don't like, that thing I don't like. That is out of question. But you say that which character or which part of the book do you like the most?
yeah. I think according to me, one of the character I feel obviously one character is doctor because I'm a part of that character. There's no doubt about that. But I think one character is Soumya, where there is something in my mind over a period of time. Is yes, the people when started running from the cities, going back to the villages, right? They started walking, they started running, whatever vehicle they are started with. It's a very panic situation they are created. They have come for their earnings in the cities, and when the real situation came, where they lost the job, there is nobody to support them. They are going back to the villages. And then the old principle comes where Mahatma Gandhi was telling that you make the village as a very much competitive, so that the people don't have to run to the cities. So going back to the village and the village empowerment, and the people get proper job there. Even the salaries may be less, but the quality of life is good, and they enjoy life. Ultimately, the whole principle of life is enjoyment and awakening. So making the village very competent, and so that Soumya is the element. She has got something in the mind of NGO. She wants to do something for the society, and she goes back during the time because nobody is in the hostel and in the village, and she creates some small model which can be one of the model for the future. Now those people who have gone from the cities back to the villages and town, I will definitely tell that 20 to 30% of the people are not going to come back, because there is a great fear in their minds that now I will not get job because the jobs are also becoming less. There is a tremendous stress. They may not get the same wages what they were getting previously, and because of the residents, 5 6 people together say sitting in one room, that is also will be impacted because of this COVID situation. So now those 20 30% people who have gone back to villages, how they can become the part of a model of village. So that I think that character definitely appeals me. So among all the 11 characters, obviously the all 11 are very good. There's no doubt about that. But as you have specifically asked me one character, so I can tell you.
Okay, so yes, Dr. Mahesh likes Soumya, and what about you, Artina?
Yeah, it's a very difficult question, because as you said, all characters are so close to my heart. But if you're asking to choose specifically, I would say there is a story about Ashmit and and Cheryl is my favorite, who is Ashmit's girlfriend. Actually, they had a breakup earlier, and now they are reuniting. And the way she is also going through a lot of stuff, but the way she stands for him, and the way she supports him, and the way she takes up on herself, she takes up the counseling, and she attends the session for him, and she tries to help him to get through the situation when she herself is going through so much. I think that way she's kind of a person whom she's a modern age woman. At the same time, she's there for the man when he needs her. So she's my favorite.
Okay, thank you very much. And if suppose sometimes somebody thinks of making the movie on your book, so which character or which story would you like to to make a movie on that? And if you have to select any star, so whom do you think is going to fit in the character?
Oh my God! I mean, that would be such a great thing to have. Like, it would be really an honor if somebody decides to do that. And if we say if you have to pick up particular story, then I would be saying it's story of Archana, who is a housewife, and she has very lot of repressed emotions. She's going through a lot over so many years. And as you know, the housewife job is actually it is having all the pressures of a normal job, but accept the remuneration and appreciation. And she goes through it, she catches the infection, and then during that period she rediscovers herself, and then she steps up, and then she starts working for the community. So she has a whole kind of a transformation. And we would say she is really showing that journey. So it will be really a beautiful thing if somebody decides to have a movie on that.
Okay,
And
so
some
Dr. Mahesh, which character that Archana, who can play the role of Archana? You said Archana, isn't it?
yeah, Archana, yes.
So who fits in that role?
I
let
would say
Aarti only reply it.
yeah, I would say somebody like I mean I'm you know telling I'm being very bold about it, but somebody like Tabu who can just take it through, because there are whole lots of emotions. First she is a repressed person, then she has lost hope for life, and then how she regains and how she steps up for the society. So some very good actor only can really bring all of those emotions onto the screen.
And you have mentioned a name whom I also liked. The way she reacts to the situations, Tabu's reaction to the situation is really worth. And it's quite natural. It comes from within. She acts. It is like she is into the character all the time. So we'll
Yeah,
discuss more about the book and about how it's important to be a good writer and what all requires to be a good writer. But before that, we have our viewers here who would like to meet you and then who would like to discuss you. But before calling them, let me just disclose and show them the glimpse of the book. And I must tell them that this book is worth reading, because when I came back from, I told you that I was in Jaipur and Agra. I
yeah.
came back and then I found that this book was there in my house. It was delivered in my absence. And yesterday only I came, and the moment I came, I just grabbed the book and then I started reading and reading. And then I never liked leaving it until I finish it, but I have just finished half, not full. Still, I have to complete it. So, may I show them the glimpse of the book?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, sure. And
So,
we are having
yes, my
such a
dear viewers, this is the book, and it is worth reading, I must say. So let me include the viewers along with us. Let me give them the access so that they can be with us and we can take the questions directly from them. Yes, Pooja
sure,
ma'am.
sure. I think she has to be unmute.
No, actually, yes, I am unmuting. Yes, Pooja ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Just a minute, yes. Yes, Pooja.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Myself, Pooja, and I am a teacher, pre-primary teacher. I have some questions for you. She already asked you many questions, whatever I was thinking to ask you, but still I'll ask you. So I want to ask you, where did you get the inspiration to write a book? Is there any one you think like I have to write the book related to the real life? Who was her inspiration?
So whom you are addressing, please just please mention.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Aarti, ma'am, Mrs. Aarti.
Okay, thanks Pooja for joining this, and thank you for your interest in the book as well as knowing the journey. And yes, as we have said, the inspiration came from the situation itself, and I've been writing for a whole lot of years. But I never thought of publishing it. This is the first time I'm trying to publish my thoughts, and from my cases which I was handling as I was talking to them on a day-to-day basis, and I was learning their experiences. I felt it very strongly that we have to present it to the whole world and present it in a positive way where people find hope.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Thank you.
dedicated this book. Yeah, we have dedicated this book to all the warriors, right? So
Yeah.
those who have fought this war in a very positive manner, and those who have suffered and come out of that. That was our inspiration. That the people around us who are suffering, and just helping them to come out of that particular situation.
Okay,
So
sir,
spirit is
one
the
more question. One more question. I want to ask you, I don't know, I will now buy the book already, ma'am, but now I will also buy the book and read the book. I want to ask you, there are 11 stories you just said. So is there any story related to the teachers also, or just related to other people? Because teachers also, in this COVID-19, they suffered a lot. And I am a teacher, so personally I'm asking you so this question. So
yeah,
Dr. Mahesh, please
yeah.
answer.
I think adapting to the digital environment, right? So that was one of the theme is there in couple of characters, right? There is one character, Mayuri. Actually, she is a good dancer, but all her shows were they were now there are no shows in the next 6 months. So there is a problem that how she will earn. That is also a problem because on the basis of the shows she were doing their regular monthly wages, but then she collapses and her boyfriend also is a cricket player. So there is no
Okay.
cricket also during the six. So if you see these two characters, their 14 February was celebrated in a very great manner, and their next 6 months
Okay.
they see that particular havoc, and then adapting to the digital, right? So that is a small point where they start thinking that if I do something digitally, so how she
Yes.
adapts to the dance classes digitally and creates the crowd, right? So same situation is there for every teacher also, right? The
Yeah.
direct teaching is totally different,
Yeah.
and adapting to the
Yes.
teaching, and ultimately the message has to go to the students. That is also very important, right? The
Okay.
student will
Thank
be.
you
So
very much.
this is,
Now let me invite Meena ma'am because Meena ma'am is the first one who joined us. Meena ma'am, yes, Meena ma'am.
Here I am. Yes, my dear. I have been listening to all the explanation that both of them have been giving. And I heard about certain characters being mentioned, right? But there are some very, very invisible characters in society who have suffered so much that some of them have been wiped out, you know. People like those who were the migrant laborers, people like even animals, dogs, and who were being fed by people. And when they had problems to go back home, they lost their jobs here and they couldn't go back, and they were left without food, without food, without shelter, without. I wonder whether any mention has been there about them. We can understand that you have mentioned the warriors, the COVID warriors. We can understand. We can understand that they sacrificed their own safety to look after the others. But what about the forgotten angels of the street? Have
Yeah.
they been mentioned anywhere?
Definitely, definitely. And we have a story about the zest for resilience. And in that story, as you rightly mentioned, there are mentions about the forgotten heroes, and specifically the migrant laborers who had to take the walk. Even our story about the covert confessions, it talks about how one part of the society was enjoying their food, and other part of the society was really struggling to have a meal, at least a meal in the day. And then there are some other stories like Vanquish the Vulnerability, where the character in the story finds her inspiration from a laborer, from the worker who is picking up the garbage. And yes, definitely it's worth mentioning, and it's not about the warriors who were working in the healthcare or administration. It is about